Once upon a time, there was a land in the heart of London named after a fabulous queen, Victoria. What does the name Victoria invoke in you? A highly congested transport interchange, elegant offices for the fashion industry, or maybe history expressed by the heritage buildings? Well, you are all
right.
All these contrasts coexist in one single place, Victoria, and it's much more than you can think of. Let us now set off for a magical journey to Victoria.
The next station is Victoria.
It's 8 in the morning. The sun rises over Victoria. For decades, planes, trains, tubes, coaches, buses and bikes bring crowds of travelers hurrying through, living or arriving from all four corners of the world. Everything suggests confusion and chaos. Elsewhere in Victoria, quiet neighborhoods are robbing sleep from their eyes. Who would have imagined that Victoria is a place with quiet streets and green spaces, where children can run freely and play? You can even learn about horticulture if you fancy it. Three people are walking by beautiful historical mansions. These are only a taste of how historically rich Victoria is. The Westminster Cathedral is a true masterpiece of Byzantine architecture and the most important Catholic pilgrimage site in England and Wales. Opposite the cathedral, modern office buildings have risen. Even though they look nothing alike to the historical building across the street, the office buildings try to respond to their neighbors by maintaining a side corridor. Here, modernity does not turn its back on the past, but rather embraces it. In 1970s, the buildings previously standing in front of the cathedral were demolished to reveal its extraordinary facades. A piazza was created and now is an informal meeting point for people. Workers are now heading back to their offices. As part of a new development, there is more than 18,500 square meters of modern office space, which is much more than the 92 offices in Buckingham Palace. Besides, it has amenities like spectacular access to daylight, showers, cycling services that the Queen herself would be proud of. It is therefore unsurprising that brilliant companies in finance, fashion, media, and more have decided to call Victoria their home.
You might think Tom Ford or Burberry or Jimmy Choo would be in Mayfair. No, they're all here in Victoria.
Despite attracting world-renowned companies, it is also a place for distinctive local businesses. They contribute as much, if not more, to the character of the area than big industries with their quirky buildings. Victoria is not only home to top companies and high-end services. Hungry? Here, you can eat in Michelin-starred restaurants, costing you £400 per person. Or you can also grab a sandwich for £3 in the street markets. Need to go somewhere? You can find a wide range of fine classic cars to buy, or pay for a £20 box ticket to Paris. Need a home? Of course, not everyone can afford a Buckingham Palace or the 19th century's mansions at about £1,600 a week. £700 if you choose the basement flats. Alternatively, try the new modern flats with wonderful views of Victoria, or affordable housing providing for people from all socio-economic backgrounds. The more people learn about Victoria, the harder it becomes to define it. Here, the aristocracy, ministers and foreign ambassadors choose to live here.
We have a lot of lords and ladies live here, and a lot of ministers. But this is really upmarket. You know, it's all multi-millionaires who live here.
Now, would you believe that luxury and expensive redevelopment helped finance an £18 million building to host the Passage, a shelter and charity providing help to people without a home?
Yeah, the Passage has really helped me to get my life back on track. And I would really like to say thank you.
This is what makes Victoria a place of magic, place of paradox and contrasts with the ability to bring people together.